Hello everyone, my name is Judith Mugeni. Welcome to episode 2 of Building Your Personal Brand in 21 Days. We decided since we're sitting at home, we might as well be doing something useful. We have been running masterclasses as well as seminars on how to build your personal brand. We have been using a framework called the Brand Key, which is used by many brands, and we've been applying it to our personal brands. The reason this is, some of us are entrepreneurs, so you can actually use the framework to build your business brand as well as your personal brand as you're going. So we are at number 1 right now, which is building your root. Your root is obviously all about your strengths. What are you very good at? What is this product that you are putting out into the market? Product obviously also meaning yourself. And this was really about who you are, and we asked you to do an exercise as given to us by our resident coach Joanna Ngwenya, which is about I am. And I am is really a definer of all the great things that you are made out of, and it's very important for you to spend a lot of time on this. So that could be the fact of descriptor: I am a female, but you can also add I am very good at, I am amazing at, I am different because. So this is really statements of just talking about all the positive things. It's internal, so please go ahead and brag about yourself because you're really looking at yourself. Very important for you to brag. But we also asked you to look at the I suck at, and I suck at is really all the areas that you need to work on, and some might not be areas that you need to work on. So you need to figure out which ones are useful to you and which ones are not useful to you. So what I mean by that is waking up early in the morning might be something that's needed for the job that you're looking for or that you're in, but it actually might not be, but it's very important to you as a person. So extremely important to figure out who you are before we can go into the next features, which is what we're going to talk about now. So within your strengths as well, within your root is what we call your brand features and benefits. The difference between features and benefits are, features are what this thing actually is. So an umbrella, for example, is unbreakable. It's got a cloth and it's got wood. It's made up of those things. But the benefits are, it protects you against the rain and shields you against the heat. So it's very important for you to write your strengths and then kind of juxtapose them against the benefits that people as your target audience would get out of that. The other thing that we need to work on is your brand vision. What is a brand vision? It's really what you want to be tomorrow. The exercise for us to do here is to think about yourself 10 years from now. 10 years from now, if there was a newspaper article, a headline, what would it say? What do you want that headline to actually say? So for example, I said when I was studying, I always wanted to own my own business. It has taken me probably about 10 years to get where I am now, but now I need to create a new headline of what my life looks like 10 years from now. The other important thing that we need you to work on is your brand values. This is what guides your choices as you're moving on into life. This is your true north. What do you stand for? What do you believe in? Now, to make it easy for you, I found a website called scottjeffrey.com, and this actually lists about 200 core values. We obviously need you to break this down to maximum 5. Also important to separate your core values. These are your non-negotiables. So when you're going to a job interview or you're speaking to your target audience and they are kind of touching on that core value, you can be like, no, sorry, this is not for me. But then there are other values, your personal values. Those ones can kind of change over time as we've been guided. So very important to know what these are. Then there's your brand personality. Please, I urge you to do a brand personality test. It's not 100% in a sense that I have done my personality test. Some of those elements are key, but some of them are actually not. But every brand has got a personality, and every brand has got its values, and every brand has got a vision. So it's extremely important to add these elements to your brand key as you're building them. So look at your brand personality test as your traits and characteristics, but also know that it's just a measure. It's not 100%. So don't stick to the, oh my god, I'm an extrovert or I'm an introvert. You can actually be both. You can play into both spaces. But yeah, it tells you who you are. Then the number 2 step in building your brand is your target audience. This is defining who these people are. Why are they motivated to use your products or use your services? Extremely important. Now, the segmentation is broken down into 4 elements. when you're talking to the consumer, what we call B2C. And that is your demographics, your psychographics, behavioral, as well as geographic. Demographics are descriptors of who you are. So it's by age, by gender, by income. We call all of those demographics. Psychographics are things like your values and your attitudes, not easily seen. So you would have to do some kind of research around the people that you're targeting to see what they value in life. So how interesting is that? You're working on your values, but you also need to check your target audience and what their values are. Behavioral is really about that. It's about their habits. It's about their buying habits, their spending habits, and really how they act as a target audience. And geographical is by country, by city, by town. So I could say I am Judith Mugeni and I am targeting females of the ages 16 and above, and they live in South Africa, and in South Africa they live in the northern and the southern suburbs. Very important to really break down your target audience. If you're targeting businesses, you can target them by size as well as by customer specification. So size means that I am looking for a job and I am looking for a big company, a large organization, or I'm looking to work for a small business so that I can actually grow, or I'm looking for a medium business. As you can see, it's extremely important to target or to define who your target audience is in order for you to be successful. And also important to think about those benefits that we were talking about. What are you offering these people that you are targeting, as well as why should they believe you? Now we're going to get into this later on and expand on it, but you can already start creating that now. Your portfolio of evidence. What are the supporting points that you have to back up what you say? So if I say that I am amazing at communication, what proof do I have that my communication skills are absolutely amazing? This could be an email that somebody once sent to me that I really love the way you communicate. This could be feedback that I got through my performance appraisal. This could be, and you always see this with products like a shampoo. It'll tell you it contains oxidant this and O2. I'm making all of these up, but you see where I'm going with this. So it's about your root, which is your number one. It's about the I am, which is your features and your attributes. I am female, I am amazing, I am great at the following things. It's about the benefits. So taking those things that you are strong at and then saying what is the benefit for the end user for all of these things that I'm saying. So I am versatile. I can sing this, but I can also play this, or I can do stuff in marketing, but I can also do things in tech. It's about your brand values. Your brand values are your guidance of a choice. It's those things that define or that guide you as you're making choices in life, your true north. It's about your brand personality, which tells you that if it's a job that requires you to be out there all the time and you're not an extrovert, and I hate using that word, but you're not a person who likes to go out a lot, then that job, you should already start asking yourself a question of how you're going to be in that space. And again, remember, we worked about this with the things that I suck at. So I suck at going out, or I suck at being out with a lot of people. But what do we do about it? Is it something that we want to work on, or is it something that we definitely are just like, I'm comfortable with in my own skin? Then it's about your brand target audience. Remember, you can segment them in 4 areas, and that is demographics, psychographics, behavioral, as well as geographic. And if you're in B2B, you can segment them by size. Thank you so much, and I look forward for us to move on to the next levels of your brand key. I hope this was helpful. Check out scottjeffrey.com to go check out what those values are, as well as Google brand personality test in order for you to check what your personality is. But remember, you are unique and you're made more different than anybody else. It's very important to figure out who you are. Thank you.